Hey guys, it's me, Thomas from Quantum Cube. I just want to start off by apologizing for how long it's taken us to put this Q&A out. We'll get right into it, but first I want to give you an update on what's been going on. So since Nats, we've actually both moved to completely different cities. I'm out here in Salt Lake City, which I've always wanted to be independent and just move to a completely new place, and I liked it here so much during Nats that I decided to come back. So hit me up if you're in Salt Lake City. And then Julian found a well-paying job back in New York where he had lived before, actually. So the Q&A footage is from when we still lived together, just so you guys don't get confused. But before we get to that, I'm gonna hand it off to Julian to talk about the beta.
Hey everyone, I'm here in Brooklyn. I decided to film this from the roof so you could have a nice view behind me. As you guys know, it's mid-September, which can only mean one thing. It's time to drop the beta! We've been working super hard on this, literally debugging it while we were moving to different sides of the country, and I'm sorry that we weren't able to get this video out to you earlier. So without further ado, I'm going to explain to you exactly how this whole process is going to work. This Tuesday, September 18th, beta applications will close, so no one else will be able to apply for the beta. And the first 150 people that applied will receive an email with a link to the site, a link to download the apps, and an invite code which will allow them to make an account on the app. Now the apps and the website will be available to the public, but you won't be able to make an account unless you have an invite code. So if you have any friends that you'd like to share the Quantum Cube experience with, you should tell them now so that we don't get a bunch of sad comments on Tuesday. We're gonna spend a few days making sure that the app is okay and just making sure that there's nothing crazy going on with it. And if everything works, we'll let everyone else on. Please, please, please be an active participant in the beta and let us know when bugs show up. A tiny little glitch, some weird looking text, anything. Let us know. We need to know the exact browser, OS, or app that the bug is happening on, and as verbose of a description as you can give so that we can recreate the bug. I'll make a page with exact instructions. You can message us on Instagram and Discord, or you can send an email to feedback@quantumcube.io. Now you guys had a lot of questions, and to answer them, I'm gonna hand you off to Julian and Thomas from the past.
Hey everybody, it's me and Julian from Quantum Cube, and this is our little dog, Mishu.
So we got questions from Instagram, Discord, and YouTube, and we're gonna go through all of them. A lot of people asked the same questions, so we're just gonna kind of address all the similar questions in one go. So a lot of people asked about features, like importing times from CS Timer, multi-phase, non-WCA scrambles. Will the color displays be customizable? And stack mat integration. These are all awesome features that we really can't wait to add. Right now, we have WCA inspection, we made a dedicated stat screen, and offline mode and the cloud-based functionality. We're going to be using social channels to decide what features we add next. So as long as you're subscribed to Instagram and Discord, you'll have say over what features we build next on the timer. Okay, is the app available on Android or Samsung? Yes, we have an iOS app and we have an Android app, and as soon as the beta comes out, we will be giving those to you guys. PB&J Cubing asks, can you read this question in the Q&A?
Yes.
Justin Bake asks, how long have you guys been involved in the cubing community?
So I have been cubing for coming up on 7 years now and competing for about 5. I've gone to like 4 nationals in the Euro Cup, so I'm really cool. Yeah, and then so Julian is my brother, and he doesn't compete, but I
know how to use F2L.
Yes, I taught him, and I taught him F2L without even teaching him beginner's method because he's a smart person.
Thanks, Thomas. So I've gone with him to a lot of competitions, and I've definitely noticed that this is something that the community needs. And I'm in product design, so I design applications for a living. So we just kind of thought, hey, let's make this happen.
Yeah, put our minds together.
Carson Forsyth asks, does it work offline when it saves your times and then uploads them once you're online again? Yes. Check this out. So we have this lovely green dot here, and if we just disconnect the Wi-Fi, it turns orange. Take a solve, and here we have an offline solve. Reconnect the Wi-Fi, turns green, and reconnects. Super cool, right? So Igor Cubing pointed out that this is not the first cloud-based cube timer.
Yes, so we would like to thank you for pointing that out and also apologize for advertising it as such. To our knowledge, it is the first timer that has mobile apps that integrate with the web version.
Now, we're gonna move on to some Instagram questions. Hein Vallerhollen asks, what's the best method to solve a Rubik's Pyramid when you're sleeping?
Usually when I go to bed, I go for the V first.
So Rana Bot SRIJAL asks, why are you so handsome? Thanks, man.
Actually, I think that was from me. I asked the question on Instagram, so.
You did. He did ask the question.
Thanks, guys.
What is your ultimate goal with the timer?
It's a big question. Right?
It's a big question. We should make a video about that eventually, honestly.
Yeah, we should make a whole video about that.
We should. That's probably a whole video. So we will save that for later. Does it have practices like PLL or last layer practice? It sure does. Can I report bugs? Yes, please report bugs. We are perfectionists. We want all bugs found, reported, and crushed. That's my attitude about bugs in software. Describe your perfect cube.
To be honest with you guys, it's a scan 354 right here. I got purple nuts in it and just some like D&M. I like really fast loose cubes that I can just kind of like not put a lot of effort into doing the turns. So this is like everything I've ever wanted. It's amazing.
Jacob Fanicus asks, in your own words, why is Clock the best WCA event?
No.
What's your favorite color cube and feature in the app? What's your favorite feature about the app?
It's cloud-based.
Yeah. What's your favorite type of cheese? Harvardi, dude. Harvardi's very...
There's way too many cheeses out there for me to decide, to be honest.
I like rare stuff. I like anything I haven't tried before.
Yeah, I like expensive cheese.
Thomas likes expensive everything. So Galaxy Cubes asks, what was the most difficult thing about creating your timer? So only techies will understand this, but because of computing power for potentially thousands of times, we had to calculate statistics in the database using SQL, which is not a programming language and very difficult. Like these are SQL queries that are like hundreds of lines. So yeah, that's pretty difficult, and Andrew, our developer, was pretty proud of doing that. Paolo.sys asks, what do you plan for your timer in the future? So obviously we have all these features we talked about, like stack mat and keyboard shortcuts and all the little features to perfect the timer, but eventually we would be very interested in adding a social aspect to the timer. So we're gonna move on to the Discord now. Michu asks, will there be a Linux version? Yes, it's a web-based version, so any browser will be able to run it. Which languages were used for Quantum Cube? So we used JavaScript, of course, that's the main web-based language, and we also used Node.js and React. Alright guys, so that's about it. Thank you for watching.
Make sure you like and subscribe, leave us a comment, and we will see you next time. No, dude, like, straight up, like, if this was good for me, this was good for everybody. Like, the more everybody talks to each other, just the better everything gets. Like, it's how it is, so.
I mean, things will blow over. The spicy bin's over, but like, oh well. Gang.
Yeah,
is
the
what
spicy bin is over, holy.
It is what it is, but yeah. I mean,
look.
Okay, basically, I've told Victoria, I love you, I'm here for you. I told Olivia, I love you, I'm here for you. Tom, I love you, and I'm here for you.